All right, I saw hands waving. I wasn't sure what that all meant. But welcome everybody, and welcome to the folks on Zoom who have just now been added. Nice to see everybody this morning. The themes for this month or actually for the year is awakening. And for April, it's in the light, and the practice is sacred service. So we'll have speakers today that will talk about those things. Is there anybody new here? I think I recognize almost everybody. Yes. Would you be willing to stand and tell us your name?
Yes, I'm from Fresno.
Oh, nice to see you. Welcome to you. Our musicians today, who need no introduction, but I will anyway, it's Cheyenne Hernandez and Warren Cox. So we have a lot on the schedule today. Today is our healing ceremony, and we will also have, and Reverend Joe Bull will facilitate that for us. And we have a couple of speakers, including one of those being one of the guest speakers that we get to hear from time to time. So we'll start off with some music, and we'll go right away into some silent meditation, and then I will bring us back from that. let's very, very, very slowly begin to return our awareness to the room. And let's know the metaphor that as we very slowly open our eyes and allow the light to come in, that is the metaphor. We have divine light in us at all times. We can slowly or quickly open to that light and see the brilliance of that divine spirit that is in us, that is us, and is how we interact with the world. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for that lovely music. It is with great pleasure that I invite John Stanley to come to the stage and deliver our spiritual thought for today. Were you enjoying the light?
Never mind.
We're better right here. Oh my. In cowboy lingo, this would be a quick palaver. And there's nothing worse than a cowboy that starts in on a palaver and goes and goes and goes. So I guarantee this will only take a few moments.
How do you spell palaver?
P-L-A-B-B-E-R.
I think that sounds like a Spanish word.
A lot of
Okay.
that is drawn from Spanish, from Mexico, even from Portugal.
Sorry for interrupting.
Forgot what I was going to say. I was on a young horse one day, and this is back when I believed I could ride anything with four legs, you know, and I don't know what spooked him, but he shied, and he flipped up and he went over backwards on me. And I thought he died because he wasn't moving down there, and I wasn't sure if I was dead or alive either. But eventually he moved a little bit. The stirrup was pressed against him pretty hard, so I had to kind of slide out, and that took a long time. But before I did anything else, I happened to look up. And there were red-tailed hawks, you know, how they court in the spring. And they do these beautiful aerial ballets. And I gave thanks for being alive, for truly enjoying the gift of being surrounded by the beauty all about.
Lovely, John. We've all seen that porting, and it's just so lovely. And now we know plaver.
Sounds like palabra.
Yeah.
Next, we have some more music from Cheyenne and Warren.
This is a song by Joy Oladokun called Look Up. Sometimes your life feels like a broken roller coaster, 1,000 useless moving parts. Sometimes you spend your nights too scared of getting closer, hiding out in the backseat of your car. You tell yourself it's raining, the clouds are in your head. You tell yourself it's better to jump before you fall again, before you lose it all again. Look up, do you see the sunlight? Look up, there's flowers in your hair. Hold on, 'cause somebody loves you. You know trouble's always gonna be there. Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. Mondays aren't always bright, some days you lose the fight, but life can be beautiful if you let it be. Tomorrow keeps taunting you with all kinds of mystery. It's a blank page for your poetry if you let it be. So don't tell yourself it's raining, the clouds are in your head. You tell yourself it's better to jump before you fall again, before you lose it all again. Look up, do you see the sunlight? Look up, there's flowers in your hair. Hold on, 'cause somebody loves you. You know trouble's always gonna be there. Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. Sometimes your life feels like a broken roller coaster, 1,000 useless moving parts. Look up, do you feel the sunlight? Look up, there's flowers in your hair. Hold on, 'cause somebody loves you. You know trouble's always gonna be there. Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. You know trouble's always gonna be there. Look up. Yeah, don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up.
Thank you. Thank you for that music. Well, next we have our minister talk for the day, and I'd like to invite Reverend Joe Bull to come up.
Thank you, John. Our innermost theme seems to be look up this morning. I keep hearing that, and I love that. Look up. Always beautiful. And John doesn't have a lot to say when he speaks, but what he says is huge. Thank you, John. I have a talk in here someplace.
I love the colorful decorations. Whoever did that, thank you.
I thought you were giving me a compliment there for a second. Wow. The theme, as John mentioned, is in the light. Now, what does that mean to be in the light? Well, it means we are connecting always with God's Spirit source. Always. Even if we aren't feeling it at some moment in time. The divine presence of God's Spirit is always here, no matter the circumstances. No matter. The light represents consciousness, truth, and divine presence. That resides in here, in all of us, always. God is, yes, out there, but God is right here with us too, inside of us, in our hearts. That's where God connects us. The light of God, the light of being goes with us. It's used to describe the removal of deception. It exposes things as they truly are, allowing for spiritual sight or clarity. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's what Reverend Angie would say. Isn't that cool? That guy comes to mind so much. It means living more conscious rather than being driven by unconscious habits. And I want you guys to know, I went 2 whole pages without writing anything. I don't know what happened. I must have phased out for a moment. And I went to the next page and just kept writing. Light is used to expose things as they truly are, allowing for spiritual sight or clarity. In Christian scripture, 1 John 15, it says God is light, and Jesus is described as the light of the world. And that's exactly how I think of Jesus. He was the light of the world for all of us. Do you realize that means we are the light of the world as well? We truly are. Each and every one of us. Meaning right here, right now, in our own communities and wherever we go, we light the path. It's true, we can make a day and every day better because we are in the light of the world wherever we go. If God is, then so are we. We know this. Remember that little song, "That's the light of mine, I'm going to let it shine"? Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what comes to mind for me when I think about this in the light. In a day when we are feeling down in the dark, what we can do to lift us up and light us up. What can we do? Call a friend, call a relative, call a minister, a practitioner, someone that you know and trust that you can talk to when something's bothering you and you need help. I had a friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine, call me just the other day, and he says, "Joe, I know you know what I'm going through," and I do. He says, "I'm just feeling overwhelmed. I'm stuck. I'm just frozen." And it's so interesting because about 30 years ago, I called him with the same thing going on with me. And it's like it's come around to nest the other way. And I said, "Buddy, you've got all the help you need. You know this, and I know this." He goes, "I'm working 12 and 14 hours a day to get this stuff done." I said, "I know you are. I've seen your project. I know what you're involved in. But you need to take the rest of the day off and give yourself a break. Just give yourself a break." And he goes, "You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do." I said, "Perfect." Those were almost the same words he talked to me about 30 years ago. I talked to him about enlightenment, that it's about becoming free of the opinions, the judgments, the concepts, and the ideas of the mind. That activity of our past is our past, and it doesn't matter anymore. And to stop judging ourselves through our minds. The mind can rarely allow us to experience life the way it really is or happened. Input is constantly being interpreted in our minds, isn't it? It's evaluated, it's colored, it's filtered by our conditions, past practice, past pain, past judgments, choices. All of this is going on with our heads. It happens when we let our mind run us. It happens. And to recognize it is the first step of healing that. With enlightenment, meaning in the light, The senses can experience reality without the interference of the mind. It is crazy interpretation sometimes that we receive. And we can use the mind rather than being used by it. We control ourselves. We control our destinies. We control our minds. We do. We don't lose the mind, but rather transcend it. God, I feel like a Pentecostal minister all of a sudden. I've heard this before. So with enlightenment, being in the light of our minds, the senses can experience reality without the interference of the mind. And we now can use the mind rather than being used by it. We become free of the emotions and decisions based on past realities and experiences. Life in the moment automatically, right here, right now. When I was 5 years old, I was sleeping in my bed, and across from me is my closet, and I had those sliding doors back then, and one of them was left open. I liked them closed at night because I didn't want this guy who was looking at me through the closet to see what I was doing or come get me. This is a reoccurring problem I had every night. I was afraid of this being in this closet. And I was embarrassed and ashamed. I didn't want to tell my mom or dad about it. And I just I'd turn over and try to go to sleep and ignore it. I go, no, I can't turn my back to this guy because then he could jump me and I wouldn't see him coming. So I got out of bed. And I said, this is it. I'm either going to live through this or die right here. And I remember it vividly. I got up and I ran into my closet, into the darkness, and I was swinging both fists. I was beating up everything in that closet. And I got tired, and I went back to my bed and I turned on my lamp. And the light exposed the darkness over there, and all I saw was toys and clothes. No bad guys. And that was a redefining moment in my life for me at that young age. I said, there was nothing to be afraid of. It took me a long time to finally have that courage. And by the way, my little brother was sleeping next to me. He never woke up. I was amazed that he could sleep through anything. But it was a big moment for me to realize there's nothing to fear. And the light, as we know, casts out the fear of darkness. We will become free of the emotions and decisions based on past realities and experiences like in the moment automatically. Just as it did for me as a little boy. Deepak Chopra said, being in the light, which comes from his book Living in the Light, the light does refer to consciousness, as I said before, meaning being present now. Eyes, mind open to seeing the light of truth and clarity. For many of us, Reverend Robin reminds us that of those peaceful feelings we receive through meditation. She preaches it all the time, and I meditate all the time, and I love her reminders of how much peace that can bring us in a moment, especially when we need it the most. In consciousness, when we meditate, when I take time to meditate, all things become clear and bright and at ease again. It calms us down, doesn't it? I hope it does for all of us. A raising of our consciousness opens our minds to better, new ideas, peace, and of course, harmony. Reverend Ernest Holmes, founder of Science of Mind, taught that being in the light means recognizing the divine spirit within ourselves, acting as the personal connection to a universal loving source. It's always here for us. It is a state of conscious union with God. Always. My light, your light, connected to God's ultimate light. One mind together. This little light of mine is always connected to yours Yours, everybody here. All of you. We're all connected to it. The Spirit is the light within, which illuminates our path. Always. Wherever we go, turn on your light. That darkness goes away, and so does the fear. Reverend Holmes goes on and taught that the power of positive treatment is literally a pathway of light that breaks down all limitations. Just as light overcomes darkness, the radiant action of love and peace from within dissipates fear, confusion, and hate. Fear, meaning the darkness, is the belief in limitation. A denial that the divine is the center and the source of all good. We must do all in our power to overcome fear. Because that's really all it is fear itself. It has nothing to do with us. We do this by using our power. Perfect love casts out fear. Always. Confidence overcomes the depression of doubt. Always. Call somebody when you need to talk to somebody about these things. Let someone remind you of your good. Let them remind you of your confidence, of your power, of your light. Reverend Holmes went on to say, I believe everything is as real as it is supposed to be. If you hurt, then you hurt. There is no use denying that. Such a powerful statement to recognize that it doesn't serve us to deny our pain, whether it be physical, mental, or otherwise. We can feel our pain, and we must remember that the only way out of it is through it. Not to ignore it, but through it. It's important to declare this pain that it's not a punishment. We did nothing wrong. See it as a place where love is attempting to break in. It's the divine tapping you from the inside, saying, I am here. Notice me. Feel me. I am here always. Reverend Elizabeth Rowley, she's the director of the Spiritual Center at Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living in here in California. And she says, when something happens to us, and they do happen, there are the facts about what happened to us, and there's the story about what people say happened. We tend to add to the story of this tragedy and keeping it alive. Why? And the truth about what happens really gets a little distorted, doesn't it? Yeah, I heard Joe cut his arm here today. Did you hear Joe lost his arm? It can just keep going. And pretty soon everybody's going, oh my God, what happened here? And as we tell the story again and again, it can compound the suffering. Why? Because we keep the event alive. The more we tell it. The suffering is fueled in the keeping the story alive. When we are ready to be healed, the light comes and covers the wound. It does. Rushing in with love, bliss, peace, and joy. What happened still happened, but our story about it is no longer present, and it has no power over us. It diminishes because we don't keep it alive. The wound is where the light gets in, each and every time, no matter what it is, folks. When we encounter bad things coming in, what do? We can't stop everything as a community alone, but we can support the situation by bringing in resources to stop the hurt. We are all first responders. Did you know that? We're all first responders. We know what to do when something bad or wrong happens around us. We get the help. We use our gifts to help alleviate the situation in the moment because we're first responders. Because we know what to do. We respond with compassion, love, peace, not adding to the circumstances. We move to resolve it. We don't deny what's going on. We respond from a higher level. Just like using positive prayer. Expanded awareness. Spiritual practice must come in. Awareness of the real situation, calming ourselves, bringing our peace to the situation to de-escalate it. We de-escalate. What is ours to do? We tend sometimes to practice negative things around us, leading us further into darkness. It can happen. This is where we go within to recapture our peace. When we clearly know we reach out to others for help, assistance, and it reminds us again that we are all okay together. Because this is what we do. To that peace of no resistance. Feeling all our needs being met, we return being a light in the darkness. Let's be in the light. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Joe, for all those wise words, that the shining the divine light within and without on pain and fear and wounds and ideas of limitations. There's the answer. But do stay, because we're going to move into the healing ceremony. So I want to invite anyone who wishes to circle up here in the front, and remaining in your seat is fine too. Reverend Joe will lead us in a healing ceremony.
It is our Healing Circle Sunday. For those on Zoom, I invite you to just sit back, close your eyes, get comfortable, open your minds, and allow positive thoughts to come in. And thinking of someone or others that might need a prayer from you, that might need a thought, a positive thought from you, to make their day even better and to heal them. If you want to announce someone's name or names out loud, please do so.
Alba? Christina?
Matthew, my son.
LJ.
Christina?
Maggie and Stephanie.
Jan and her husband John. My great-granddaughter, Eva.
Julia.
My friend Jean.
Jackie Byer.
Tomasa?
just lost their mom.
All of these names, all these thoughts of these people are activated immediately through your love and healing thoughts of them. We know that God is at work here because it is God that does the work. We activate it. Sending out our love and our best to all around the world. I ask you now to think about yourself, a prayer or a thought for yourself that might be needed to lift, to help us look up. To help us release.
Help me be less overt and help me be gentle, less fierce, more generous.
Let us remember who and what we truly are. We're a gift. We're made in the likeness and image of God. And we're here on this planet on purpose. On purpose we are here. And we give ourselves a healing. We give ourselves love, support. I thank you, God's Spirit, for this time together with our thoughts and prayers for others as well as ourselves. It is so welcoming and so healing. Thank you, God's Spirit. And so it is.
Well, it's time for our offertory. Can I ask two people to come up and help with that? And let's say the offertory prayer. You should have a card in front of you, in the back of the seat in front of you, or somewhere on your aisle. And if you would just find it and read with me, Divine
love flowing through me, blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive.
So there are other ways to donate to the Positive Living Center. For those of you on Zoom, Checks can be mailed to the Positive Living Center P.O. Box, which is 2683 in Oakhurst, 93644. That's one way. Another way is on the iFocus that we all receive every week. There is a donate button. You can push that button and follow the instructions and donate one time or in an ongoing basis. All right, thank you.
There you go. Oh. I'll put 14 in your bag. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Let's move on to announcements, and I will go first. This is the third Sunday of the month, and what that means is that Jackie Stringer here will be facilitating a Course in Miracles discussion in the meditation room beginning at 11:15 today. Any other announcements? Yes, Bob.
On May 16th, Saturday, I'm going to do Science and New Thought, a short seminar, maybe 2.5, 3 hours. It'll be here. I'll eventually get around to a sign-up sheet and a little more description of it, but it addresses how some of the sciences relate to New Thought. Has a suggested donation of $15, but you are free to donate whatever you want, either 0 or 1,000. All of it goes to the PLC unless you give 1,000, and there'll be more information coming on it.
All right. Thank you, Reverend Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Sounds like a don't miss. Yes, Judy. Reverend Judy, excuse me.
On the 21st of this month is a women's circle. It's called Full Circle. We meet here from 2 to 4 o'clock. And it's all about reinforcing the positive vibrations that come into our lives and things we've learned and we can share with each other. And on the second Saturday of each month, we have a flute circle from 2 to 3:30. And you don't have to have a flute. John LaLonde is our wonderful teacher. And it's just a great experience to learn something new and make your brain work in ways that challenge you a little bit. And then at 3:30 we set up for the drum circle, and we bring out the big mother drum, and we experience a different kind of ceremony and vibration. And you're welcome. You don't have to have a drum, just bring your beautiful self. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Judy. Any others? Yes, Dale. Welcome back, Dale and Becky.
You know what's happened with us the last couple of months, and God's been in our life all the time. And we got a granddaughter, hers, that's been in Australia for several years, and she's met a man over there that she's going to marry, and they came over and getting married at her parents' house this Friday. And his folks flew in a couple of days ago and came by and visited with us, and such wonderful people. But he said they don't go to church. And he said it with kind of a emptiness, And I let him know that we do go to church because we love the companionship of other believers. I was telling him about me playing with the senior citizen group, and that we don't get together to show off or talents or anything. We get together to do what we like to do. And this is what you're missing out on when you don't get it together, And so he apologized at the latest about talking so much. He said, I like to talk. And I said, I like to hear you talk because then I know you. I know your heart, where you stand when you talk, you know.
Yes.
And maybe that's the reason I like to talk. I've got no secrets. And if you do find out something, I want to share one thing with you. If you're old enough that your washing machine don't have an agitator, don't let it agitate you. I looked in there, and I don't know how to run this machine. I washed from the time the old Westinghouse slant front, you know. They lasted 30 years. Now that was causing them to all go broke, so they made them where they don't last over 4 or 5 years. And I looked in there, and no wonder I can't run this thing. You don't have an agitator, which irritates me. So anyway, bear in mind, there's always going to be something to irritate you if you don't have an agitator.
I think we all agree being outgunned by technology is just tough. All right, moving on to prayer. I want to let you know, if you don't, that there is a box in the corner that has a frog on top of it. It's referred to as the frog box. There are slips of paper there. If you want a prayer for yourself or another person or whatever, you can write it down on that. Reverend Joe Bull here collates all that and any other texts and calls and puts it out to the prayer team, which is made up of all the practitioners and ministers. And there are about 15, that is present and past, will pray on your requests. So I encourage you to do that if so inclined. You can also see how to connect to people who will pray with you through the iFocus at the end of it. There is a list of names, and you can click on those names and get the contact information. Next week's speaker will be Reverend Judy DeRosa. Let's refer again to those cards in front of you, unless you have it down in memory, and let's repeat the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God gives me. Wherever I am, God lives, and all is well. All right. Let's invite Warren and Cheyenne to come up and play a final song, and then we'll have a prayer.
I feel like changing the song we were going to play.
Do you feel like changing it, or do you want to do?
No, change it, because I forget how this one goes.
Change it?
What?
Change it or don't change it?
Okay, we're not going to change it. We're going to do the song. Warren says it's a love song, and it is, but I think of it as like a friendship song also, and it's just really happy and fun, and I'm sure you guys have heard it, so sing along if you know it, if you feel like singing.
Friendship is love.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. And Yogananda says it's the highest form of love, and I agree. Mm-hmm. Okay. You need a friend, don't look to a stranger, 'cause you know in the end I'll always be there. And when you're in doubt, and when you're in look all around, and I'll be there. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I'm your leading some way I plan them to be. But if you wait around while I make you fall for me, I promise you I will. When your day is through, and so is your temper, you know what to do. Gonna always be there. Sometimes if I shout, it's not what's intended. These words just come out with no cross to bear. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know that in some way I plan them to be. But if you wait around while I'll make you fall for me, I promise you. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know that in some way I plan them to be. But if you wait around while I make you fall for me, I promise you I will. Gotta tell ya, need to tell ya, gotta tell ya, gotta tell ya. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know that in some way I plan them to be. But if you wait around while I make you fall for me, I promise you. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know that in some way I plan them to be. But if I had to walk the world, I'd make you fall for me. I promise you I will. I will.
That deserved a standing ovation.
There you go.
Thank you, Cheyenne and Warren, for a lovely day of music.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you for not changing it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Reverend Joe, would you come give us our closing prayer? You might as well hit for the circuit.
I'm always ready for the prayer. I love you all. God loves us all. We are all truly in the light. We are the light. Let's be the light today and each day, in the communities and wherever we go. God bless. And so it is.